it's it's not simple, but I think our life can be so much easier, man. Even especially it's something like relationships and the people that we love and that we care about. A lot of times, if we were just willing to say what was really on our heart instead of being prideful, or instead of trying to be the tough person, or trying to act like we don't care about whatever, like whatever it is, like if we just were willing to say what was really on our heart and communicate, a lot of the things that we fall out with people about that we love could be resolved. We could figure it out, but we let stuff get in our way. You know what I mean? And you look up and you let your whole life go by, and then you realize of the things that you never got a chance to do or experience, and a lot of it was because of our own decisions.
Hey, what's going on, man? Trip is coming to an end. Just made it back to Dallas earlier today, man. Been sleeping all day, been resting. And been running into some trouble with our Airbnb. It was not what it was looking like on the pictures. Had to get a hotel. I always stay with the Hilton anyway, so I don't know what baby was doing. So we hit the Hilton finally. Um, Getting settled in, and it took everything in me to still be consistent and do content today because I really wanted to take it easy. But I don't know. I feel like sometimes when I really don't want to do it, that's sometimes when I make the best stuff. You know what I mean? And so I just wanted to still show up for you guys. You know what I mean? And what I told somebody recently that I love very much is that I see how they're growing and maturing as a person, and that I'm proud of them. And you know what, man? Sometimes the people in our life, man, sometimes they need to hear that because we're so quick to judge one another and to give criticism to one another, which sometimes we need, right? We need that. Because how can we ever become the better version if we don't have those type of people in our life that hold us accountable? True. But when you do see a person trying, when you do see a person striving to work on the things that maybe you brought to their attention out of love and care, they deserve to hear that too. And that's what I told them. I said that, man, I see how you're growing. I see how you're changing. I see how when things don't go your way, you're not letting that get the best of you like you used to. You're doing better when it comes to controlling yourself and your emotions and how you react to things. Because the type of person that they were is like when things didn't go their way or when things got uncomfortable, when things became unfortunate, they used to change their whole mood and it became hard to be around them. But like now when misfortunate things happen or things get hard, or things get rough, they deal with it so much better. And I think people deserve to be able to hear while they're in the midst of it, how you see them becoming a better person. Because what that does is it lets them know first that they're seen and that you care enough to let them know that you see them. And it makes them want to strive harder to keep being a better person because that lets them know what they're doing is working. You know what I mean? So I think the real message is that it's okay to tell the people that you love that you're proud of them. It's okay to tell the people that you care about that you see them trying. They're not going to be perfect with it. They're not going to have it all figured out. It won't be, you know, they'll never be 100%. But them trying and them striving to do it is sometimes all you can ask for. So let people know that you see them. Because sometimes that's all we need. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, man. I hope that made sense. I hope that helps. I hope that speaks to your life. I love you, man. Peace.
I don't know. Yeah, the longer I'm sitting here, the more I'm learning that, man, life is really simple. I think it's us as human beings that a lot of times make it hard. You know what I mean? Like there are certain things that we know we're supposed to do, that we should do, um, that could really improve our life, man. But The one thing about having free will is that when you're able to make the decisions for your own life yourself, the decisions we do make is a direct reflect of those decisions, for the better or for worse. If you think about it, if you're overweight and you're unhappy about it, it's because of what you ate. If you're not where you want to be financially, it may be because of what you were born into, but a lot of times the reason we stay in that is because of the decisions that we make. You know, if we're unhappy with our appearance when it comes to the way that we look or the way that we feel about ourselves, it's a lot of times it's because of the decisions we make or the way that we talk to ourselves and the mannerisms in which we carry. Man, life stuff is really simple. We just make it hard, and I think I'm tired of doing that. Like causing more stress on myself than what's necessary. I think if we get back to those basic principles, then our life can be so much easier. And what I mean by that is being okay with accountability and being okay with saying sorry and being okay with showing humility and being okay with being teachable, with being okay with having to start over, with being okay with saying I don't know it all. Like being okay with communicating even when it's uncomfortable. Being okay with being transparent about your feelings and being vulnerable because we need that. Like I think if we get back to those basics, life becomes so much easier. Now I get it. Those it sounds easier said than done being able to do all of those things. And nobody is expecting anybody to do that overnight because I damn sure can't. But I think it kind of goes back to what we talked about earlier. We can at least try. We don't have to be perfect about it, but we should at least put forth some type of effort in it. You know what I mean? Um, and I think everything becomes easier that way. So yeah, I don't know, man. Telling the people that you love that you're proud of them, talking to the people you haven't talked to in a while, celebrating the people in your life that deserve to be celebrated, living your life, creating some experiences for yourself. Stop always waiting and putting yourself on the back burner, trying to be a better person. Like it's not simple, but I think our life can be so much easier, man. Even especially it's something like relationships and the people that we love and that we care about. A lot of times if we were just willing to say what was really on our heart instead of being prideful or instead of trying to be the tough person or trying to act like we don't care about whatever, like whatever it is, like if we just were willing to say what was really on our heart and communicate, a lot of the things that we fall out with people about that we love could be resolved. We could figure it out, but we let stuff get in our way. You know what I mean? You look up and you let your whole life go by, and then you realize of the things that you never got a chance to do or experience, and a lot of it was because of our own decisions. But yeah, and another thing that I'm really realizing and learning, as I've been sitting here, is that there's so much clarity that comes from just sitting still. There's so much connection that comes from sitting still, connection to God Himself. And there's so much calmness in sitting still. And a lot of times, the reason we never feel connected and we never feel calm and at peace, we never feel like we can ever catch up with our thoughts, is because we never sit still. We're always running. We're always worried. And that's another thing. I don't want to continue to live my life that way either. You know, I want to be able to create time to sit still and rest. I love to work. Don't get me wrong, but I also love to chill and do nothing. And I need you to know, as the workaholic that you are, that both are okay. You know what I mean? And you shouldn't beat yourself up for that because there's peace and calmness in sitting still. There's clarity there. There's connection there. And that our life doesn't have to be that hard. Sometimes we just make it hard. And that the people that you love and care about the most deserve to know how proud of them that you are, how much you love them. Um, because you think you have so much time until you realize that you really don't. And so the more you're able to tell them that, and the sooner you're able to tell them that, and the more opportunities and chances that you get. And that's something that I also have to take heed of and do better with myself. And I ain't gonna lie, man, I got a lot on my plate coming up. Um, and that's got me a little bit on edge, man. But being able to just chill and relax and go on vacation, man, as I'm wrapping this thing up and do something different, man, that was good for me. And so I can go back and reset. And whatever it is that I'm worried about, I worry, but God always seems to make a way. And I'm trusting that He can do that again. And that when I get this fresh start, when I move into my new apartment and all these new things I got coming up, that I want to be a better steward and better with the things that He's blessed me with. And I say that, man, but I'm serious, you know. And like I said, man, there's nothing wrong with starting over. But yeah, I can talk to you guys all day, man. I love y'all. I just wanted to come in and drop some of that last minute knowledge, man, as I wrap up this trip. Can't wait to get this content out to you guys, man. Um, we're gonna talk real soon. All right. Peace.
Hey, what's up? This is Will Z Tidwell with Speak Up Z. And I just want to take a quick second just to thank you for tuning in to this latest episode of Speak Up Z, the podcast. And my only goal with this platform is to motivate you, inspire you, and educate you around all things life, business, and mental health, whether it's myself or me bringing on a special guest. So I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. We don't ask for any type of monetary gains or anything like that. The best thing you could do for us is just like and subscribe to the channel. Until next week, we'll see y'all later. Peace.